Good morning and welcome to another video. I'm here at Tim's Thicket Beach and today I was going to talk to you about drawers. I'm not going to talk to you about the drawers themselves, I'm going to talk to you about what's in them. I'm going to go through everything that is in both of my drawers and everything that is in there 100% of the time. So everywhere the car goes, everything in the drawers goes as well. They're with me when the car's sitting on the driveway, and then they're with me every time I'll leave and I'll head out camping or wheeling. So let's get into it. So my left drawer, it's all tools and recovery. Recovery, tools, recovery. That's ARB tyre repair kit. Tools, recovery. So this all gets into the one drawer. Now these bags, these take up an incredible amount of room, but I'm lucky because I can lay them right up the back of the drawer side by side and they fit perfectly. It couldn't have worked out any better. Now the thing with this is I try and weight my drawers so that I've got the weight, the heaviest stuff right up closest to the diff as well. Obviously I'm falling short of the diff, I'm not on top of it or past it. So I am still behind it, but if you can try and keep as much weight, it sounds a little bit funny, I know, because you know, you got your fuel tank, especially wagons like this, you got the fuel tank hanging off the diff, spare wheel carrier, spare wheel itself. But if anything you can try and put forward onto the diff, just to eliminate any amount you possibly can hanging off the end of the diff on the back of the car, especially things like this. These are heavy. These are probably 10-15 kilos each. So that's 30 odd kilos that's not hanging off my diff. Obviously this one's a tool bag, so this is the Adventure King's tool bag. It's not great, but it has helped me out. I have no need to replace it just right now. So that's got everything like spanners, open-ended spanners, sockets. There's an assortment of stuff in there. It's actually quite a decent bag. These are two recovery straps that I've got, snatch straps. They're both Ridge Riders. This is a brand new one. This is one that I've had for quite a while. I've used it maybe 4 or 5 times. I've had this probably for about 4 odd years now. They sit there ready to go. I've got a divider in the drawer, and they sit there in that divided space, and they're sitting there ready to go. So if there is a recovery that just needs to happen straight out, quick as, don't want to have to get the bag out and try and find all the other crap in there that you need in the bag, you can just slightly open the drawer, quickly pull out a snatchy, and away you go. So that's why they're sitting there ready to go. And I used to carry the D shackles in the same spot with these, but they're actually now on the side in my in one of the pockets on my spare wheel carrier, the cover, spare wheel cover with the bin bag. So that's quite handy. It freed up a little bit of room. Then obviously in this is for the winch. This is the winch bag. There is a couple of snatches in there, or one snatchy I think. I've got a winch blanket, I've got some gloves. They're more like gardening gloves, but anyway. There's an equalizer, tree trunk protector, a couple more D-shackles, pulley block. So that's in there just for the winch really. Came with the winch, does the job. This is a little set of sockets. Like the straps, I have this just sitting on top ready to go, so if there is something I want to quickly get off or get sorted, I can just grab this, and this will usually get me out of a pickle. Same with these, same as my little ring spanners, just a cheapy little set, but they're enough just to get something done quickly if I just want to get it done and I don't want to have to root around in my bag. Pull the drawer right out, unpack the thing, you know what I'm saying. And a set of these. I don't actually need these because I can jump start myself with my red arc isolator, but they're for anyone else, really. So that's what's in the left drawer. That's the entirety of the left drawer. The drawer, as I said, is all camping gear. So there is still a few more things in there. There's a pack of alf foil, there's an extension cord, there's a bit of paper towel. I'm not going to pull all of that out because it's not necessary. You'll see a clip now of the drawer laid out. I'll put that in now. You can see how all of this fits in there. But for the most part, this is all my camping gear. I've got a cooker. got a little butane cooker. I have that in there because I find that it's good to just be prepared. I'm usually always cooking, oh, and that's a shield for the cooker as well, by the way. I'm usually always cooking on fire, which brings me to the next thing I've got in there. It's a little fire pit. This is just a little eBay jogger that I got, years and years ago. It does the job. It'll hold a nice amount of jarrah. You throw that thing on a cold winter's night under your awning, or just where you're sitting under the awning, and you have that thing going, you'll be plenty warm enough. It's a great little fire pit. I recommend anyone that hasn't got one to get something like this. You can get, Snow Peak has one, there's Red Roads, there's a few variations of it. This is just an eBay one, which is a little bit smaller, but it does the job. Eventually I'd like to get the Red Roads one if Aaron ever gets them back in stock. They're always sold out, damn it. Anyway, that's for another day. I've got this. This is a Red Roads canvas bag, clear top. This has my bin bags, some heavy duty bin bags for the bin bag on the back of the car, and some cloth for doing dishes, wiping up, things like that. Keeps them all contained. This is a little shovel. I use this for a bit of fire duties. This is mostly also poo duties. Very handy to have, a nice little compact shovel. This is my pot. Oh, my pan, sorry, my fry pan. Spun steel. This is a Hillbilly product. I got this from, truth be told, I bought this just out of fire season. It's brand new. And I haven't actually used it yet, but I got to season it up, but I'm quite excited to get this going once fire season comes back in, because that's going to be neat. That's going to work so well. I'm looking forward to that. And then obviously it's just in this Red Roads canvas sleeve. Perfect size for it. Once this thing gets all greasy and covered in food, it's going to make a mess in there. So this canvas bag's going to keep it all nice and contained, keep everything else in there clean. So that's that. Now I've got the billy and I've got the jet boil. I bought the jet boil just recently, and I bought it just for, oh, excuse me while I stretch my legs a bit. Oh, the old knees don't handle being, oh man, how am I going to get comfy here? Yeah, the old knees and legs don't like this too much anymore. I bought the jet boil just for those quick, when you want to get a coffee going on in the morning real quick, and especially summer when you can't have a fire. I don't camp a lot in summer. I don't like the heat, and I don't like not having a fire. Simple as that. So I don't camp a lot in summer. To be fair, don't expect a lot of camping videos through summer periods here on the channel, to be honest. Just because of that reason. I just don't really like to camp in summer. But anyway, that's say we're down the beach like this, a day trip, want to whip up a quick coffee or a tea. You can even do noodles or a bit of soup or something as well. Quite handy to have. What I was doing was using the billy and the butane cooker. Pain in the ass, man. It takes too long. This little thing is just going to make life so much easier. Thankfully I've got the room to have it all still in there. Will I take the billy and the cooker out in summer? Probably not. There's room in there, they can stay in there, they weigh next to nothing, there's no point to take it out, it all gets in there. So after sharing with you all what is in my drawers, I'm now going to talk about my top 5 items. Now this isn't in any particular order either, this is just, I'm just going to go 1 to 5, simple as that, no particular order. So let's get into it. Tools and recovery, both for number 1. Both for rather obvious reasons. They both save you bacon, man. It's as simple as that. I've included my tyre repair kit in there. Tools, I don't need to really explain this one to you folks, it's pretty obvious. Tools and recovery are fundamental for any, both four-wheel driver and camper. Camping, we're not camping in the city. We're not camping most of the time on nice smooth roads. Stuff vibrates, stuff can go wrong. The further you are, the more, not the more risk you have, but the more equipped you want to be to handle it, I guess is the way you could word it. And so recovery and tools, for me, they need to be priority. The beautiful thing about the four-wheel drive community is that spirit to help, lending a hand to people. if you come across someone, heaven forbid, that doesn't have tools, they don't have their own recovery gear, and you've got your own, you can lend assistance and help them out. So, as I say, this isn't in any particular order, but they are definitely up there, tools and recovery. And there's one other thing that I would like to quickly add to go into this same category, but isn't actually in my drawers, so just hold on. Tire deflator. A lot of guys will have these in their drawers, I don't. I've got 3 deflators. This is the latest one I've got. This is the little ARB one, the digital one. And this needs to be somewhere in your car at all times. Do not take it out of the car. It's that simple. For every 4-wheel drive I've owned over the years, I've got 1 or 2 of these in the car at all times. There's nothing else to say about it. If you start your 4-wheel drive trip every time with airing your tyres down, the chances of you needing any of this just drop by 60, 70, 80%. Just like that, just from airing down. Softer tyres, less vibration, less need for torque. Softer tyres, less need for a puncture repair kit, because they're going to just mould around things that might pierce the tyre. Air down, less chance of recovery gear. It is that simple. You've got more place on the sand with a bigger footprint, less likely you are to get stuck. You take one of these with you everywhere you go, and I know this is an obvious thing. Most of us that are watching this are like, come on man, I know this is B grade or A grade. This is preschool stuff. I know it is preschool stuff. Some people need reminding. Air down. No matter what you're doing, air down. I air down just on gravel roads now, and the way it reduces wear and tear now, just on things like bushes, and especially being a coil car, all the 4-link suspension, all your panhards, your radius arms, all those have bushes, and those bushes blow out. And every time you're shaking them loose with firm tyres, you're just blowing things out so much quicker than they need to be. So I'll even air down just on gravel roads now. There you go, tyre deflator. Number 1. Number 2. Let's introduce him. It's the fire pit. Why is it the fire pit, Matty? Because sometimes you're out camping, middle of winter, if you're anything like me, I look for the wettest, grossest weekend you could find, given it's not blowing a gale. I do not like the wind. But I'll go out there in rain as much as I possibly can. I love it. I love camping in rain. Of course, when you've got a rainy camp, good luck getting that fire going. And then of course, who wants to camp without a fire? It's not me. So I've got my little fire pit, don't I? I'll quickly set it up for you. It's not very even ground, so just don't judge me too hard, alright? So why the fire pit? Well, like I said before, you can have this thing set up under your, oh no, hang on, that goes first. This can get set up under your awning. If it's not too rainy, you can have it set up outside, still from your camp, away from the awning. And you can throw a heap of jar in this. You would have seen this in a fair few of my videos. You can cook on this. I can put a hot plate on it. I've got a stand now. I've got the stand with the swing away arm. I can cook on it. It is so easy. It makes life so easy to be able to have a little fire pit like this as a backup. Especially if you're out in those places and there's not really anywhere to put a fire. You don't really want to go digging up a fire pit, or you have to have a designated fire pit. You can't just have an open fire on the ground somewhere. Some places are like that, so it's incredible how much I use this, especially for cooking too, because you can be up off that ground just a little bit, and it's good for cooking. I can put the tripod on top of it. I'll have the swing away on it. I've had the hot plate on it. That's nuts. I think these things are fantastic. They're just a good little backup. There was even one time where Kelly and I were staying in a B&B. It was a freezing cold night. We wanted to be outside. So I set this up on the lawn. I had some jarrah there, so I set this up on the lawn and we sat outside down there at Margaret River in a little cottage, a wood cottage, and I had this going. It was just absolutely stunning. So that's item number 2, a fire pit. So number 3, it's the cooker. Doesn't have to be any particular cooker. For me, it's the butane cooker. As I said, these items all stay in my drawers all year round, 100% of the time. This is one of those items. And I've got the windshield for it too, so if it's a day like this, we're on the beach, and you want to try and do a cook up, you know, you can, obviously it won't be in the, you know what I mean, though, you can set that up, windshield it off, and away you go. I have the cooker because when it comes to fire, there are some times where you just cannot have a fire. And if you are solely, man, I'm going to sit down here because my legs are crook. Oh, that's better. Sorry, don't judge me. I used to ride BMX and mountain bikes, and I'm not in very good shape. There's some points in time where you just simply can't have a fire. And if you're out camping and you're only relying on being able to have that fire going so you can eat, and you haven't got a backup like a cooker, you're going to be pretty screwed. Let's be honest. So that's why I carry a cooker. The other reason is because it's in there all year round. Once the hot season comes back up and we obviously can't have fires, I don't need to worry about, oh, hang on, did I forget something on this next summer trip? No, I didn't, because it's in there all ready to go. And I know that 100% everything that I have all year round, I'm going to be able to use all year round. It's always going to be in that car ready to go no matter what. So that's why my number 3 item is a cooker. Not the best cooker, but it does the job. It'll cook a steak in about 10 minutes. No, I'm joking. It does it right. Number 3. Oh, get a windshield too, because they help, man. They're the duck's nuts. Alright, number 4. Oh, he's going into the clear top bag. What could this be? This might stun you. Let's think about it for a second. Number 4. What's he doing pulling bin bags out? Surely not. Everyone's thinking it. Surely not. That can't be a necessity item. That can't be a top 5 item. Let me rest assured, folks. It most certainly is. Number 4 top item is bin bags. I'm not even joking. Let's talk about this for a second. How many times have you been out in a nice spot and all you can see is rubbish? Some filthy grub has come through, and not only have they not cleaned up anyone else's, but they've left all of their own as well. There is nothing more disheartening than getting to a beautiful spot, one of your favourite spots, and just seeing it thrashed, absolutely destroyed, just shit everywhere. It's one of the worst things as a four-wheel driver and a camper to see. It's so disheartening to see these beautiful places trashed by absolute grubs. I don't want to get on a bandwagon here. I don't want to get all preachy. I just want to say, keep bin bags in your car, anywhere, whether it's the drawers, whether it's a shelf somewhere, door cards in a pocket. Have these in your car 100% of the time, because it's getting bad out there. Even as I'm sitting here now, I can see I'm going to have to do a pretty big cleanup after I finish filming, because there's just shit everywhere. It's just as simple as that. There's just shit everywhere. And no one else is going to clean it up except us. It's as simple as that. So if you can be prepared and have these bags in your car at all times, it can only be a good thing. It's only gonna be a good thing. There's something beautiful about being seen picking up rubbish too. I know when I do it, people are stunned. It's so foreign to people. You might be able to relate to this yourself. It's so foreign for people to see someone cleaning up rubbish. They're stunned. They stand there stunned watching, sort of like, oh, what's he doing? And it can only send a good message, because it can instill in other people's heads, hey, I can do that too. I may not have even thought to do something like that, but this guy's doing it, so I'll do the same. And obviously, of course, for your own rubbish as well. you're not going to go anywhere in the bush and not have your own rubbish. So that's my number 4 item. Bin bags. Simple as that. Alright. Number 5. We're at the end. As I say, this is no particular order. It's me shovel. Number 5 for top essential items for the back of Matt's 4-wheel drive. Number 5. Why is it a shovel? Well, it follows the theme of our little friends that are the grubs that like to make a mess everywhere. Quite often those same people that are making a mess in camp are also taking dumps and doing wheeze and not digging a hole, right? If you've got a compact little shovel like this, it doesn't have to be in the drawers, it doesn't have to be even a compact shovel. It can be a normal size shovel, it can be a big garden shovel. I've got a second shovel there hanging off the side of Gus. I use this far more just because of the ease. That's more a recovery shovel, or if I want to, move really hot coals on a fire or something like that. This is an easy, handy little poo shovel. If you're pooping and weeing in the bush, you need to bury it. It's as simple as that. You need to bury it, and we all do it. We all need to go to the toilet. There's been so many campsites, and you can just see scattered around the edge of the campsite, just white, just shit tickets everywhere. It's not nice. It's not pretty. You need to take your shovel, walk into the bush, dig your hole, do it, cover that shit up. I think I've said what I needed to say on that one. I'm trying not to be preachy here. I'm not trying to be preachy. That's not what I'm trying to do. These are the things that I carry in my drawers, and these are the reasons why. That's why I have a shovel. It's the little things like that that can help make a difference. If we want to keep our favourite places open and keep them clean, then we all need to think smart. Show a bit of respect, a bit of common sense. Do it right. Oh, so there you go. There's all of my crap comes out of my drawers. Camping on the right, recovery and tools on the left. It works well, it's functional. I still even have a bit of room in there, which is nice as well. So I hope you got something out of this one. It's cool to pull all my stuff out and sort of run through it, and it's kind of reassured me that everything I do have in my drawers I 100% need, and I'm doing it right, which is good. So maybe I could even recommend to you guys to all do the same. Dig into your drawers, have a look in there, see what's going on, especially now with holiday season upon us. You've got some spare time. Jump in there and see, is there anything I could add, is there anything I could take out? Save some weight, shift things around a bit. I don't think it's a bad thing. Drawers are one of those things, even if you are watching this and you don't have a set of drawers, right? I hope this has maybe inspired you to go and get a set, because they transform the way you camp so much. If there was a first mod, not so much for a four-wheeler, not so much for a hardcore four-wheeler, but for a camper, if I was asked what's a good first mod, drawers. Set of drawers in the back, 100%. They just transform the way you work out the back of the car, man. It's awesome. So there you go. I'm done. I got to pack all this up, and I'm going to do a little bit of a clean. Then I'm going to go for a brap down the beach because this weather is beautiful. Look at it. It's cleared up nicely. It's fantastic out here. So yeah, there you go. That's it from me. We'll talk soon. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Hooroo. Oh, there's a niece.